Welcome back, Dreadwalkers, to the Walking Dread podcast. Now tonight, we are taking a look at the Scholar's Bargain. And to help us unpack all the chills and thrills, we have with us Julia, our resident expert in all things spooky and ancient.
Hi! Always happy to be here. Especially for a story like this one. I mean, forbidden knowledge, creepy riddles, and a twist that'll send shivers down your spine.
It will. So,
yeah.
Our story starts off with Ethan,
Okay.
the scholar, who is obsessed with forgotten lore. You know how some people collect stamps?
Mm-hmm.
This guy collects ancient secrets. And he stumbles across these stones.
Yeah.
With mysterious carvings. And it's almost like they're calling out to him.
Interesting.
He throws himself into deciphering them, neglecting everything else in his life.
Wow.
Have you ever felt that pull towards something, that need to know, even if it might be dangerous?
You know, I think we've all had experiences like that where it's like curiosity just takes over.
Right. And you just can't help
Mm.
but dig deeper.
Yeah. Even if you know, it might lead you down a dark path.
That classic horror trope, right?
Exactly. That obsessive pursuit of knowledge. That idea that some secrets are better left buried. And it taps into those deepest fears that the things we're most curious about could ultimately be our undoing.
Totally. And the story really drives that home. Ethan actually solves the riddle in a dream.
Oh, wow.
Hearing a voice he thinks is the gatekeeper. The riddle itself is super eerie. I bind what must not be free. I am the lock without a key.
Ooh, chills.
Talk about foreshadowing.
Right. That's some serious foreshadowing right there.
Yeah.
It's like the story's telling us right from the start, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it.
Exactly. And things take a seriously weird turn. When Ethan cracks the riddle, the stones, they actually change. They pulse with warmth. They react to his touch with blinding light, a rush of wind. And the next thing he knows, he's in this desolate wasteland with the stones forming a gateway behind him.
Wow. That's a wild turn of events. So he goes from this intense focus
Why?
on solving the riddle to suddenly being transported to this completely different place.
Right. And that's like such a stark contrast.
Yeah, absolutely. You know you have this initial excitement of the discovery, the thrill of solving the puzzle, and then bam, he's thrust into this bleak and desolate environment.
Yeah. It's almost like the author is playing with our expectations. You know, we think Ethan's about to uncover some incredible knowledge, but instead he's thrown into this terrifying, unknown realm.
Right, and just when you think it can't get any weirder, this figure shrouded in mist appears.
Out of nowhere. And this figure just says, "You have solved my riddle. Step through." And no. I mean, that's not exactly a warm welcome, is it?
No, it's definitely not the kind of greeting you'd expect after all that effort. It's so creepy. Really.
Yeah. What would you do in that situation? Would you face the unknown or run like hell?
Gosh, that's a tough one. I mean, on the one hand, you've come this far, you've solved the riddle, curiosity is burning, but on the other hand, there's this overwhelming sense of dread, this feeling that something is terribly wrong. I think I'd be torn.
Yeah. But Ethan, driven by his thirst for knowledge, he takes that step.
Wow. So he chooses to face the unknown.
He does. And that's when things get really interesting. As soon as he crosses the threshold, the gates slam shut, the stones turn cold, and that mist figure transforms into a skeletal guardian. And it tells Ethan, he's the new gatekeeper. His mind the key. That holds back unspeakable evils.
What?
I know, right? What a terrifying twist.
That's insane. I mean, I talk about a bait and switch. He thought he was going to gain some incredible power, but instead he's trapped. He's become the jailer, responsible for keeping the darkness at bay.
Right. And his knowledge, his very intellect, has become his prison.
That's so messed up.
It is. And the way the story ends, with those monstrous shapes pressing against the barrier, their howls echoing through the wasteland, it's just chilling.
It's such a haunting image. It leaves you with this feeling of unease, like something terrible is about to happen.
It does. It makes you wonder, what's going to happen to Ethan? Is he doomed? Can he ever escape this burden? The author doesn't give us any easy answers.
Right, which makes it all the more unsettling.
Exactly. The Scholar's Bargain. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes the pursuit of knowledge comes at a terrible cost.
It really does make you think about the price of curiosity and the things we might unleash when we delve into the unknown.
It does. So Dreadwalkers, if you enjoyed tonight's tale and you're hungry for more addictive horror stories, terrifying tales, and ancient curses, be sure to rate and follow the Walking Dread podcast. We'll be back tomorrow night with another dose of spooky goodness. Until then, Dreadwalkers, sleep tight and don't let the gatekeeper bite.